Mika and Morning Joe show their real colors, and they went crawling back to Trump for an interview. Welcome to John Mike Keane. It reveals everything you need to know about them and Trump.
Asked and even said we would appreciate the opportunity to speak with the president-elect himself. On Friday, we were given the opportunity to do just that.
Trump agreed to a sit-down interview with two of the people that have spread the most lies about him. We're going to unpack that. Here's Steve Cortez. It's difficult to overstate how dishonest these two are. Mika and Joe scream for months that Trump is a fascist who would end democracy. Now that he's elected and very popular, they visit him like it's just coffee with an opposing political politician. Where was that tone during the election? We've covered these two so much, and they're revealing everything in their coming crawling back like a runaway dog.
Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump. It was the first time we have seen him in 7 years.
Now, we talked about a lot of issues, including abortion, mass deportation, threats of political retribution against political opponents, and media outlets. We talked about that a good bit.
Oh, yeah, you're so tough. You're so tough. He's trying to save face. Here's the real reason. This is the Nielsen ratings it shows. On the upper left, see that orange chunk? That's all of broadcast. That's every network everywhere. Down below on the left, the turquoise is cable. You can still see it's a huge chunk, but on the right, that purple area is streaming, 40%. We're the media now. MSNBC is in deep trouble. These guys will be gone if Trump didn't give them the interview. So he is graciously giving them their careers back.
And it's going to come as no surprise to anybody who watches this show, has watched it over the past year or over the past decade, that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and we told him so.
What we did agree on was to restart communications. My father often spoke with world leaders with whom he and the United States profoundly disagreed. That's a task shared by reporters and commentators alike. We had not spoken to President Trump since March of 2020, other than a personal call Joe made to Trump on the morning after the attempt on his life in Butler, Pennsylvania.
And you'll notice these two, I mean, the new tone, first of all, congratulations on finding out that you're a news person. You're supposed to meet with people who oppose you and treat them with as much civility as you can. Here's Jim Willett. Trump is the bigger person here. If he did this with the intention of bringing the country together, bravo. Let's see how they respond going forward. They're trash and they're not to be trusted. And then here's the bully boys. I appreciate Trump being forgiving, but how many times will he extend an olive branch only for them to take advantage? This actually reveals the character of Trump. That once again, they're demonstrating how big their lie was about him, that he's magnanimous enough to hang and treat the press like they're normal, even though the press has acted completely abnormal toward him, attacking him and frankly telling bold-faced lies about him. So I think this is a good way forward. I don't trust them. This shows that Trump is not going to do revenge on these petty crooks, but he's going to aim his administration at gutting the true corruption in America. And these media people are going to have to come around because no one's watching their shows. Only Trump haters watch their shows. And when they sit down and have an interview with Trump, half their audience will probably leave because they've been conditioned by these two clowns to hate Trump.
In this meeting, President Trump was cheerful. He was upbeat. He seemed interested in finding common ground with Democrats on some of the most divisive issues.
And will Morning Joe, you can tell me in the chat, do you guys think Morning Joe and Mika will help try to find common ground with Trump? The challenge is Trump doesn't have anything to prove. It's these two that have something to prove.
And for those asking why we would go speak to the president-elect during such fraught times, especially between us, I guess I would ask back, why wouldn't we?
You wouldn't if you wanted to destroy your career. You need him. And if he's going to reach out to Democrat lunatics, no better way than to reach out to your audience through you. So I hope this represents a path going forward where we can talk to each other. This used to be normal America, by the way, what they're willing to step back into. And Trump invited you into his house at Mar-a-Lago. I'll keep you guys posted if this works out. We will cover their interview. I'm John Mike Keane.